Hello, thank you very much for joining me today. I'm Amanda Fowler of Inspiring Inkin, and today's video we're going to be making this Christmas pudding using the Stampin Up Curvy Keepsake die. But before we get started with that, I just want to show you three more projects. These projects I have made for a display at the Stampin Up convention, and I will be doing videos for them in the coming weeks. But I just wanted to share them with you right now. There is a Christmas elf, Father Christmas, and no Christmas collection would be complete without Rudolph with his very lovely red nose. So I hope you like those projects too. So do come back, subscribe to the channel. That means that you'll know instantly when there's a new video. Or go onto my website, which is www.inspiringinkin.com, and register for updates there as well. So let's get started with this Christmas pudding. First up, you will need the Curvy Keepsakes die. This is, it cuts out one section, and you actually need two to make each box. Now I've cut them out already just to save a little bit of time on the video. So I've got two in chocolate chip and two in very vanilla. Now when you put this together, always make sure that the handles are opposite one another. If you make a mistake and actually turn them over, the box won't close properly if it looks like this, so always make sure it's stuck this way. I'm going to use a little bit of trusty tombow glue and just stick that down and just leave it for a second. Now we are going to make the top of the box. Now I will tell you a little funny, occasionally my mouth seems to go faster than my brain, and I seem to put in the wrong words when I'm talking. And at my most recent team training, when we were making this box, I told the team that they were cutting this vanilla cardstock to make the gravy for the Christmas pudding. Yes, gravy for Christmas pudding. Now clearly I meant sauce. Nobody in their right minds would put gravy on a Christmas pudding, but obviously, I don't know, it was one of those moments. It was actually very funny to see their faces and my face when I'd realised what I'd said. But I can recommend brandy sauce, brandy butter, sherry sauce, even cream, but not gravy for your Christmas pudding. So we're going to cut the very vanilla cardstock to make sauce. Now you can take the time and draw a lovely wiggly line. I'm not going to do that. I like the randomness of just wiggling the scissors and the cardstock to make this. Now on each one I'm cutting about 2/3 of the way down. Let me just show you there. So if you can imagine this, where my thumb is here, that's sort of the top of the box, and where this thumb, that's the bottom of the box. So you're actually going 1/2 to 2/3 of the way down and just, like I say, make a wiggly line. So there we go. There's all four pieces. So I'm going to take the chocolate chip box that I made earlier on. When you're gluing this, what we're actually going to do is we're going to stick this on top of the chocolate chip box. Now when you put it down, just look and make sure it looks like it's sauce dripping down. There we go. Now tombow is best for this. You can use snail, but it won't sort of get up to the very top section. Now I'm hoping that you can see with the glue, I have left a small amount at the bottom of the very vanilla layer with no glue. And the reason for that is I want it to lift a little. So let's see, there we go. I'm hoping you can see that. Can you see just underneath there, there's a little bit of movement. What you don't want to do is stick it all the way down. It doesn't look as nice that way. Equally, make sure that it's stuck quite a long way down. If you only put a tiny bit of glue on it, for instance, just up to where the slit is, you'll find that it sticks out too much. So all you're going to do is put glue on all of the pieces and stick them all down. Just make sure you're lining it up on all the edges. And there's the last piece. Right, now you do need to leave this for a minute or two just to let the glue dry before we start assembling the box, because we're going to be bending the sides of the box. So whilst we're just waiting for that to dry a little bit, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the holly leaves and also decorate the pearls as well. So to make the holly leaves, we're going to use the large oval punch and the small oval punch. I've got garden green cardstock here. I'm just going to punch out a couple of ovals. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the side of the small oval, put the large oval punch in and just punch a small bit, so it's just nipping off the edge of the leaf. And then I'm going to put it in again, and each time I'm going to line it up with the cut piece from before. So that's the second one, and this is how we get the distinctive holly leaf shape. So another one, and then the last one. Okay, so that's one, and just do the second one. And you'll find that each one is different. I really like that. That's exactly what you'd find in nature. They'll all be similar but not identical. So there we go. Okay, so bits of garden green cardstock everywhere. So I'm just going to stick those two together, and then I'm going to make the holly berries. Now, in order to make the holly berries, obviously we have pearls, but they're pearl coloured. I'm going to be using the blendabilities. This is cherry cobbler. It's the medium cherry cobbler, and I'm just going to take the brush tip and just go over the pearls. So you can do this with any of the colours. So that's giving us some lovely holly berries there. So again, I'll just pop those to one side with the holly leaves. Now the box should be dry enough for us to work with now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to curve the sides of the box. Now at the top of the box, it's actually obviously 2 layers of cardstock, so you do just have to encourage it a little. You can use a bone folder or the size of your scissors. I'm just going to, there we go, just do it with my fingers just to be a bit more gentle with it really. And then just make sure that you fold these pieces over, which are the handles. So I'm going to put those two together and you'll be able to see how quickly this is going to come together now. Just put that second piece over the top. Okay, so there's the beginnings of your Christmas pudding. Now you'll be able to see on here that I have sequins, and the sequins are coloured. So we have these frosted sequins, but they're all silver. And I've used the bronze blendabilities marker from the Skin Tones collection, but you can also use the cherry cobbler one again. You can use red ones, or the crumb cake selection, that would work as well. Now I need to show you the tip of how to get your sequins onto your Christmas pudding. I've tried lots of different ways, and this I have found is absolutely the best way. So use a piercing tool and pick up a glue dot, a mini glue dot, and then go into your frosted sequins and pick up a sequin and pop it down onto your box. Okay, now if you want to, you can do this flat. It's probably a little bit easier actually. So I'm just going to pick up some more. And what I found doing it this way was it really did speed it up, as otherwise if I was trying to pick up a sequin each time, it with my fingers it was making a bit of a mess. Okay, so there are 3 sequins. You need to put them on all 4 sides obviously, and 3 looks good, 5 looks good. Odd numbers always, when you're making projects, it just looks more natural. Now I have discovered that using the blendabilities on the sequins when they're on the project is better, because what tends to happen is if you have them out and then try and colour them, you'll end up smudging them and so on. So now they're actually on the project. Now I'm just going to go over with my blendabilities. Now I have found that occasionally the sequins don't take the colour of the blendability, and I think it's possibly something to do with the manufacture of the sequins. Maybe there's a bit of oily residue left on them, or maybe they're sequins that I've actually touched already with hand cream or something like that. So if you find that a sequin doesn't take the blendabilities, just take it off and use a different one. It's rare, but it does happen, and I don't want you to think it's just you. So carry on all the way around with that. Then what we're going to do is put on the pearls, which can make lovely holly berries. Okay, so I'm going to bring back this. So you've got the pearls and the holly berries. Let me just move a bit more out so you can actually see better. And then I have just finished it off with this cherry cobbler sheer linen ribbon. If you have not got this yet, you need it. It's glorious and it ties the most beautiful bows. So all I've done is just tied a little bow, and that's it. So I hope you've enjoyed making or seeing me make this project today. If you'd like any more information or to purchase any of the products that I have shown you today, please pop over to my website www.inspiringinkin.com, and I hope to see you again soon. And don't forget, there are another 3 projects using the Curvy Keepsake Die will be coming in the next few weeks. And also, if you haven't seen it yet, there is a Curvy Keepsake cute penguin project too on my YouTube channel. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.